What up, dude? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Thursday, the last Thursday of 2022, man. So make sure you go check out LL's Instagram page, December 29th, 2022 on deck for today's show, man. We get you ready for Bears, Lions, Ford Field, last home game of the season on Sunday. I'll tell you how the teams match up on paper, go over the betting lines, and LL gives you his keys to the game on offense. Coach Mike does the same for the defense, and I tell you who's riding that choo-choo pain train, baby, when I recap the first injury report of the week for both teams. But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. Man, he is synonymous. He's infamous, man. He is the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. The high player from the Himalayas. It's my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
Happy Thursday, everybody. Good morning, Prowl Nation.
Man, and y'all know who it is. It's our Renaissance man, because he'll sell you a shirt, he'll cook you a meal, he'll coach your kid on the football field, man. It's who?
Man, he'll knock you the hell out. It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby. Welcome back, y'all, to this final Thursday of the year. Y'all know how we get it kicked off. Curt, give them that game preview, man.
All right, man. Y'all know how we get down. If you don't, welcome to a Thursday pregame edition preview, last home game preview of the season. So let's see how these teams stack up on paper before I kick it to the fellas for their breakdowns, and we'll go over the betting information as well. All right, so first up, let's look at these stats, man. Per sport game. The Bears score 20, Lions score 26. They both give up 26 points per game, both the Bears and the Lions. Total yards per game, the Bears around 338 and the Lions at 385. Rushing yards per game, 158 for the yards passing, 158 for the Bears, 264 for the Lions. The number one ranked rushing offense in the league is the Bears at 179.7 per game, and the Lions are coming in at 16 at 120 per game. Yards allowed 367, 423 for the Lions. Whew, giving up, but a lot of that still has to do with the earlier part of the season. Man, maybe last week get added on to that because those numbers were coming down until the Panthers put up 500 yards against us last week. All right, passing yards allowed 216 for the Bears, 277 for the Lions. Rushing yards allowed. Here's the flip-flop. When we paid them last time, we were giving up more rushing yards. But now it's the Bears. They give up 151 rushing yards on the ground to the Lions 145.9, excuse me. Let's go with the betting. Woo, the Lions are big, huge favorites still. There are 6-point favorites heading to this game. The over and under is 52 points combined, which the Lions will probably score 40 of those. You look at that, the money line plus $215 for the Bears. That means if you bet $100, you'll get $215 back. Negative 267 for the Lions. That means if you have to bet 267 to get 100. So looking at this matchup, man, just to be honest with you, this is that one of those games your ass bet. Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, y'all ain't got no excuse for this one. You ain't got no excuse for this one. You come out, you smash their ass in the face, you kick their teeth in. You basically do what Carolina did to y'all last week. That's what you do, because they got a depleted secondary, they got a depleted defensive line, they got a depleted offensive line. It's just one of those games. You should go out there and you should just run this score up. Just be honest with you. That's just me. You look at this game, do they have some good players? Most of their top players, most of the top players in their secondary, except for Brisker, are already on the injured reserve. So at this game, this is a no excuses one right here. So this is the get back game, get yourself right game. This is the game that everyone else was looking forward to play against us this year and wasn't getting it, especially in that back half of the season. So this is the get right game before you head into Lambeau. You have to be able to control that line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, because on that defense, you have to control the edges and, before we get into the breakdown, but you have to, because you got to keep that young fella Fields, man. You put him inside and it's a track meet. So you have to control that young fella. But this is a no excuse game for me. This is what I'm saying. I'm like, hey man, we should go in there and run their ass out of Ford Field. So what do you guys think about the matchup itself?
I think it's good, man. I picked this game on FanDuel. I used this game as my game where I double stack. So I picked Jared Goff, I picked Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I picked JMO because I feel like they gonna get naked on that field at Ford Field. That's what I feel like they finna cut up. So yeah, man, I stacked them, man, and I just feel like this that game where, like you said, Curt, you better get back right, get it right. Mm-hmm. Even if we miss the playoff, this better be that get back right game, like everybody have against us. Have it on the Bears. What you got, LL?
Yeah, that's what they better do. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna speak no negativity, but that's what they better do.
Yeah,
that's it. They know what they gotta do. They better go out there and do it.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, this is that you better get yourself right. Look yourself, take a hard look in the mirror after the last game and get yourself right. So, I mean, but even what they're saying, in the pressers with Dan Campbell and even Jared Goff, they were like, yeah, we can't do that again. So it is what it is, man. Hey, like the video, share the video, comment on this doggone video, man. Help us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself. Now, you know how we do after the first topic. It's time for our family discussion topic for today. And we want you to do that and answer this question in the comment section of the video. Can the Lions get back on track versus Chicago? And if so, how? Let us know in the comment section in the video. You know you're going to talk about it in the live chat. We ain't trying to do that. We're trying to hear what you had to say and let other people hear and share your thoughts on the comment section, because we have it every show except for Free for All Friday. So make sure you check it out and put a comment in the comment section of the video about the family discussion topic. Again, can the Lions get back on track versus Chicago? And if so, how? All right. With all that being said, hey, man, like I told you, man, you go ahead. And if you haven't done so already, why haven't you done it? Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, share this video, comment on the video, answer the family discussion topic, or just tell us how we're doing, man. Holla at us, man. Tell us what you think about what's going on with Detroit Lions right now. And, we'll share it, six comments each show from the previous show. So go ahead and hang out with us. The holidays are here. They're already past those after Christmas sales. We're going to have an after New Year's sale. Go to fanatics.com, man. Get yourself some Lions gear. I'm rocking some more. Today's my Hutchinson throwback jersey, man. Go to fanatics.com, man. Get yourself some Lions gear. Get everyone some Lions gear. Get your mama and them, your sister and them, you know what I'm saying? LL and them, you know what I'm saying? And them, you know what I'm saying? Some Lions gear, man. He'll share his address with you, man. Ladies, you know what I'm saying? You hit that Tupperware up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And a jersey, man. You might get a sweatshirt back. I don't know.
You in there.
You know what I'm saying? You in there like swimwear. But all that being said, go to fanatics.com, man. Get yourself some gear. Links in the description below. And a portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. For us, man, we are so thankful to have Herman Moore and those guys, LNU, man. They put us on, man. They tweet out the links to our videos. They recap everything, man. So go check out Lions Nation Unite, man. You can go to LNU, go over to LNU. You check it out in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store to get the app for your mobile devices, or just type in Lions Nation Unite in your web browser. And while you're over there, get yourself some LNU gear at lnushop.com. Get the real, not the fake. It's always game day in the LNU shop. So check it out, lnushop.com. It's right there in the app, man. So the link's in there. Hang out with us on DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. we got a little something different over there. And while you're over there, get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at lionsontheprowlshop.com. Now, you know how it goes down, man. What do we got? We got 2 days, man, till we see our Wolverines back on the field. They're already out there, Arizona practicing. Got my man, the Don, gonna do his thing. He gonna bust up that doggone TCU defense. You know what I'm saying? Put it down on the ground. JJ gonna do his thing, man. But my man, Coach Jones, gonna hook you up for the game, man. Go to wolverlion.com to get your gear for the game. Because if you're a Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday, Coach Jones will hook you up at wolverlion.com. We got a sale going on right now for the end of the year, man. So go ahead and check my man out at wolverlion.com. The link's in the description. Do your part in the fight against cancer. Go on over to the Roar Up Gear link in the description. Help my man, Big Lion Man, out, because the proceeds from the links from that gear go to help the American Cancer Society of Michigan. Now, like we said earlier, follow us on your favorite social media platforms. And this today is the last Thirsty Thursday of 2022. So I know LL got some stuff on tap for you over there. So go on over to his Instagram page. Links on the screen, man. And he gonna have you hooked up, get your thirst quenched for the new year. So it's time to go ahead, man. The bills are paid. Now it's time to go ahead and talk about the offense, man. And speaking of the, the ladies pet, the men's regret, you ain't seen nothing yet. Your auntie's favorite player, LL, step to the mic, brother, and talk about the offense and what they need to do to win.
Put points on the board. Come out and act like you want to be there this time around. I feel like that's what we're gonna do anyway. They're gonna script together a good first couple drives maybe. But that first drive will probably look like, like it's posed to. Come out with intention, man. Get back to the run game. That's what I would like to see. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to do. They don't really stop the run. They don't really do nothing that well. I guess they're better against the pass and the run, but whatever. I feel like we should be able to take advantage of whatever we want to do. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, though, because, I felt like this against, the other guys, and then they was like, nope. And also, I don't know if I ever said that, but shout out to the Panthers, man. I don't know if I ever gave them any credit for that, but because I know we just talked about the shit on our side, but everybody keeps saying use it as a get back game. I think I said that too, but I don't really like that because I feel like that, I don't like that because it's like, yeah, we gonna use y'all, even though we should, but don't underestimate these dudes because we end up losing again. I just that last game I have a sour taste in my mouth about this team. Like I don't really know what's gonna happen. I think we should come out aggressive on offense. Whatever it is, they're passing it or running it. I feel like we should stick it on or stay on the ground. Get back to that. Let's see Swift get loose a little bit. Let's get back to Jamal Williams. Let's see. They're saying that Jamal will get more targets, so let's see what happens for that. I'm gonna say Swift get loose for one. Maybe one through the air. So one on the ground, one through the air for Swift. Maybe a combined 130 yards. And I'm gonna point out, let's say J-Mo get a career high, which would be anything more than one, but a career high of, let's say, 5 catches, about 100 or so yards, and maybe a touchdown or so.
Okay, for me, it's kind of simple. Perfect time to get the run game back on track because they are the I think they're the 32nd run defense. They have the number one run offense, but the last rate run defense. So you're looking at this, but use play action, attack the middle of the field, and take some deep shots when available. Run the ball when available. Take care of the ball. You run the ball. You run the ball effectively is going to open up that play action, and you can take some deep shots. Take care of the ball. Don't turn it over. Josh Allen threw a couple picks to Chicago last week, even though they blew them out. And run up the score as far as you can. Run that thing up. Just run. What's that? I said it. That's my favorite quote from the Remember the Titans. Leave no doubt. And my man, like you said, it's time for this dude to get his shine on, man. That's my man, J-Mo. J-Mo need to get his thing on, man. Let's get him in. Let's get him going, man. So, what you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, man. Like I said earlier, I picked Jared Goff, J-Mo, and Amon-Ra St. Brown in my double stack for FanDuel on the big money game. So yeah, man, I do expect Swift and Williams to get their touches. But the Bears are in the same position that we were in the beginning of the season. They lead the league in rushing, but they lead the league in the most rushing yards given up on defense. We was there, so we already know it's going to be a track meet. But we just gotta we gotta establish the run, right? But then once we establish that run, it should be deep shots. It should be Jared Goff should be throwing some bombs down there because that play action game better be on point.
It can be on. It can be hot.
Yeah, because you don't have that much experience back there. Yeah, man. So that's what I feel, man. Get that run game going and take them deep shots and play action.
Mhm.
They should be there. We should get a lot of running yards between the 20s, but I just don't think we'll punch it in the end zones. I think we'll actually get more receiving touchdowns and rushing touchdowns, but we'll get more rushing yards than we have the last few games. So that's my game plan, man, going into this. So
yeah, definitely. Hey, man, subscribe to the channel. We're on that march to 4,000, man. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Like I asked you, why ain't you done so already? You keep coming back to the channel. Well, subscribe to the channel, man. Get on this bus, Gus. Get on this train, Wayne. Get on this ride, Clyde, as we ride into 2023 and get 4,000 subscribers, man. So go ahead and hang out with us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl Yo home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Now it is time to switch it on over to our Renaissance man. He gonna punch you in the face. He gonna make you a plate. He gonna coach your son up on the field, man. And he just might sell your shirt. It's my man, Coach Jones. Talk about the defense, brother.
Thank you, Kirk, because I do all of that and the above. Yeah, but you know what? This game, man, I'm gonna have to have another talk. Coach Shep, come here. Come here real quick. Just come here, man. We're gonna have to run the 4-3. We're gonna have to run the 4-3 defense. We're gonna have to have Rodrigo in the middle playing the mic and being the QB spy on Justin Fields. Look, I know you don't like it, man. Just be quiet for a second. Look, Rodrigo gonna have to play middle linebacker this game. I mean, I know. He has to play middle linebacker this game and be a spy. Derek Barnes has to be the Sam or the strong side backer. Anzalone has to fall back to the will backer. And honestly, I would not start Romeo Okwara. I would start Josh Pascal because Josh Pascal runs that 4.7 740, and Romeo ran a 4.9. So just in the explosion, that short distance and that short get off, we all can tell Josh Pascal is stronger in the run game and he has a quicker burst. So I would actually use Josh Pascal on the edge, and I would slide John Kaminsky in to that 3-tech, and I would have Kaminsky play the 3-tech next to Big Baby on the 1-tech. That's what I would do personally. So I would contain him, but definitely I would use Rodrigo as a QB spy. He's the best tackling linebacker we have. He's quick. I don't know if he's faster than Anzalone. Maybe. I'm not sure on the 40 time or they 10-yard shuttle or nothing like that, or 20-yard. But I would definitely have Rodrigo be the spy. Hopefully Deshaun Elliott is back. That would be great. I know Curt. He updated us on that, in his segment, man. But man, I don't care about their passing game. I really don't. I don't give a damn about their passing game. Like,
no, it's trash.
I don't. Yeah. So I'm not worried about it. Shit, I don't even care if never mind. No, I was gonna say something. I was gonna say. I'm like, no, I backtrack that. I was gonna make a little hair statement. I'm gonna backtrack that real quick. But yeah, man, just keep. I think we should go with that D line. I think we should do Pascal, McNeil, Kaminsky, Hutchinson. And I think Rodrigo should be the middle linebacker. We should have Anzalone be the Will. We should have Barnes be the Sam, and we should just attack them, man. We should just punch them in the mouth. It's a conference game. This is I forgot the old school term they used to use, the black and blue division.
Yeah,
like punch them in the mouth. Hit them in the mouth, make them bleed. Like that's all I'm saying. Hit them in the mouth, make them bleed. Have their nose dripping blood. I want to see a snot bubble. I want to see something. I want to see a blood bubble coming out when they breathe. I want to see something. Like this game should be that type of game. And then at the end of the day, we got more weapons than them, and then throw it in the end zone. What y'all got, man?
Defense, man, you got it. Stop the running backs from getting loose, and spy fields, keep them contained. Set the edge, and I think that Josh Pascal and Aiden Hutchinson are our best edge setters. You look at to go wide, and then the guy you cannot forget, because we forgot about his ass last game and he burned our ass too many times. You make sure you cover Cole Kmet. That's the guy in their passing game. That's the guy who Justin Fields likes to throw the ball to the most. So you keep that guy covered. Don't forget about him, and I think we should be fine. What you got, Ella?
Yeah, stop all that shit, man. Just real aggressive to the ball. Stuff that run, man. I don't want to see none of that. That's the only thing they can do. Hopefully the ground won't be too hard for them this game to tackle anybody. So go out there and tackle. Stuff them dudes, man. Don't let Fields get loose. Don't let nobody get loose. You stuff the whole shit. You stuff that run game. It all begins there, and then you tackle everywhere else. If somebody catch the ball, you tackle him. Cole Kmet catch it, you tackle his ass. Anybody, Darnell Mooney, I don't even know if he's playing this game. He catch you, tackle.
Nah, Darnell
anybody
Mooney's
catch the ball.
He's on injured reserve.
Oops, that's just one of the names. That's just one of the only names I know over there. Oops. But whoever catch the ball, tackle him. That's how it go. And we get out of there with this win, man. You go in there and you at home, you handle business. You play a tough game on offense, tough game on defense, tackle well. Let's get the hell out of there.
Get that last defender, have their last chance to defend the den, and this is it right here. So close the season out right at home and get that last victory in the home. On your home field, man. Hey, it's time for us, man, to switch it up, man, because I got to talk about one more topic, man. I got to tell you who's riding that choo-choo pain train, baby. Let's go over the injury reports, the first one of the week. All right, first up for the Detroit Lions, we got my man Deshaun Elliott. He was out again yesterday with that shoulder injury. Kirby Joseph was out with a back injury yesterday. Frank Ragnow, he got to get on the good foot. That thing it is what it is. It's gonna be the good foot all year to the off season. He was out yesterday. You had a couple players out with an illness. You had Logan Stenberg and Josh Reynolds were out yesterday with the illness. Josh Woods was a no-go yesterday with a bicep injury. But a couple people came back. Man, Awuzika. I can't even tell that boy's name right for nothing.
Awuzika.
Oh yeah, okay. Awuzika. Okay, the guard, and he was limited yesterday. He was back on the practice field though, and Jason Kabinda was back from an illness yesterday as well. He was a full go yesterday. So those are our Lions, man. Short injury report for them, man. Not a long pain train for the Lions yesterday. All right, and the Bears they had a little bit longer pain train. You had Andrew Brown. He was limited yesterday with an ankle injury. Chase Claypool was out with a knee injury yesterday. Tevin Jenkins, he was back with a neck injury. He was a full go yesterday. Justin Jones, defensive tackle, he was out with an eye. He got the crooked eye. I don't know what happened to him, man. Wondering eye. He got the biggie eye. I don't know what's going on with that dude, man. You got Dante Pettis was limited yesterday with an ankle injury. Equiminius St. Brown, the other St. Brown, he was out yesterday with a concussion. That may be an issue. You might not see that guy on the field on because this late in the week on a Wednesday, he should be practicing. So they ain't looking good for the other St. Brown. I was hoping we'd see both of them again here on Sunday. But you got Sterling Rutherford, linebacker. He was out with the illness, had the sniffles. He was limited yesterday. So, he had his he probably had a thorough flu on the sidelines or something like that. You had Trayvon Wesco, tight end. He was limited with a calf injury yesterday. And then Cody Whitehair, guard, he was limited yesterday with a knee injury. So you're looking at that. You got two pretty healthy teams coming into this game. However, you're gonna have some guys that's missing, especially for Chicago, because most of the guys that are the big names that are injured are already on IR. They didn't shut them down already. So that is your injury report. The pain train, man, right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Make sure you check out on Twitter or over on Detroit Lions on the Prowl for the next 2 days, man, for Thursday. Today's injury report and for tomorrow's for the final game designations for come out tomorrow afternoon. So go ahead and check that out. So now it's time for us to do my favorite thing, man. It's time for us to zip our lip and see what you had to say about the last show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. Wally Rubia says the Vikings are 3-1 in the division because the Lions beat them, and the Lions are 3-1 in the division because the Vikings beat them. The Lions could win out, but if Ben Johnson could pull his head out of his ass and start calling the game like earlier in the season, check out the run. Check out of a run when there is 8 or 9 in the box. Throw it over their heads. When they back up to cover the pass, run the ball. It's simple football. Okay, Wally. Thank you for the comment.
Right. Friend of the show, Geo Raider. He says opposing teams that are focused on shutting down the run, which removes play action, are bread and butter. Additionally, as Curt stated, I commented a show ago, we haven't utilized any of our creative run calls and have called more vanilla run plays in the past 2 games or so. So hopefully we get back to some vanilla or not. Let's just push some people around, knock some people down, man, and get back to being tough as hell, man. Stop with all that mess. Remember when they like grit so much? Now, what happened? The grits got too cold down there in Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Hey, cold grits is tough to run through.
Right.
Cold grits.
You know what? I think if people sell on the run, that should open up play action a lot.
Yeah.
Actually. But Southwest Lion or Swalion says
why you mess with Southwest Lion?
Man, what's going on, man? The biggest question on the lines is, can they handle the pressure? They got exposed against the Panthers. This is a young team. They're in a rare field air. Okay, trying to get all
rarefied.
Yeah. And these next 2 games are win or go home. They have no margin for error and they need the help. Go Lions. You know what it is, man. They got to man up.
For real. All right, Rob Newsom says, it'll help if the Packers lose to Minnesota. I'm rooting for Minnesota, but if we don't win in the last 2, it doesn't matter. Yes. Yeah, Brad Holmes. They playing the Packers. Yes, Brad Holmes knows better than me. He picks good, man. You got a lot of people that's rooting for rooting for Minnesota, man. There's an article over there on Proud of Detroit that's talking about how the Lions and Vikings can team up to keep the Packers out of the playoffs this weekend. We gotta do our job by winning, and they gotta do that. They gotta do their job by beating Minnesota. And actually, Minnesota is an underdog in that game. So we'll see.
Wow. So is that why they traded Hockenson?
They must be in the tundra. That's the only thing I can think. They're in the tundra.
Yeah.
Is that why they traded Hawk over there so they could beat the Packers? Man, don't root for Minnesota. Fuck them guys. Friend of the show.
That means you're rooting for the Packers. No.
No. Don't root for none of them. Both of them lose. Root for Bane to come and blow the stadium up. Loud Show says too much mathematics. This is my guy right here. This is my sentiments. Too much mathematics, win out, problem solved. If we win the game last week, you ain't got to worry about rooting for nobody else. If you handle your own damn business, worry about your own house. You don't got to worry about the people across the street Christmas lights. You just worry about what the hell going on in your jurisdiction.
Said Christmas lights.
I feel you, LL. I feel you, man.
dog. I feel you.
We on top though. 100 says to hear this show will keep rolling after the season is over is great news. Oh yeah, we go down to 3 days a week, man. We keep it moving though, man. We keep it nice and crispy. I don't feel the tiebreakers will play a part in our quest for the postseason. Also, if it ever was time for Deshaun Watson and Mike White to win, it's this weekend. Yeah. Fingers crossed. God bless you guys. Yeah, man. If Deshaun Watson can come out and you know what, and shake off all that rust, man, that he had from sitting out and I hope it is this week, man. I hope this is the week that Deshaun Watson becomes Mr. Randy Watson from Coming to America. Thanks for
That
coming,
was
man.
good. That was good. All right. Thank you guys for
Good and
commenting,
terrible.
man. Yeah, thank you guys for checking this out right here, Detroit Lions with the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Now it's time for everyone else's favorite segment of the show, Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Grand Zip 12. Have some coffee with your dessert, my guy. It is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. So go over to the link for the Facebook in the description below. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go over to Instagram or TikTok and type in Delightful Bites in the search engine and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now, we've talked about this before, but we just got to remind you, this is the last home game of the season, and there's going to be a special moment during the game because Jim Bordeaux, our founder, one of the founders of the show, he is getting honored during the game on the Jumbotron. And so it's the Prowl Nation family, Detroit Lions on the Prowl tribute will be playing during the game. Our guy, Gold member, Dr. Detroit hooked it up. So that will be at the game. His daughters will be at the game. His childhood best friends will be at the game. And so go ahead and check it out, man. Val will post a video of the tribute will be, because we probably won't see them doing the telecast, but Val will post it in all of the social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, all those things. So make sure you check it out, man. But it's gonna be he's gonna get honored, man. And that's just great, man. And I couldn't pick a better dessert for the last home game of the season, man. And that's gonna be great, man, to see Jim getting honored, man, for his Detroit Lions fandom. And his fandom brought us together. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all of us, said before, we all were handpicked by Jim at one point or another to come and join the show. So it's gonna be great to see him honored in that way. And thank you, Dr. Detroit, for that. It's gonna be great, man. So that's your dessert. What's your man, Curt? Brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. All right, let's take that quick walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up, we got my man, Detroit Drew, man. Got that cute little girl over there, man. You see, he posted her getting her Christmas gifts, man. That was great. Precious moment, man. And if you want to check out some Detroit Pistons coverage, go check out Detroit Drew. You got Joseph Carter. You got my man, Brian Stover, Timmy Birch, Sage Roberts, Rich Bean, Bob Korowski, Nomis J, and Doug Prince 72 on our bronze members wall for today. For our silver members, we got my man Cap Ice Cold. We got John Martin, Henry Wallace, Kirkland Pratt, and Big Dale to hold up our silver members. And then our gold members, man, had a great gold members meeting yesterday. We talked to Michael Huck, Mr. Reliable. We talked to the Jazzy one, Paul Giroux. Turner C. Burler was in the building. So shout out to those guys, man. You got North End Ken in the house, man. Michael Lewis, Lady Lion of Douchebag, yeah. And the man of the hour for the game, man, the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join now button in the description. Before we get to final thoughts, you know how we do it on game day, game preview. It's time for game predictions for our last home game of the season. Coach Jones, you up first this week, baby. What you got?
34-20, Detroit.
34-20 Detroit.
Yeah, 34-20 Detroit. We're going to put points up. They're going to put a few points up. Justin Fields, he's going to do a little bit, but at the end of the day, it should be a two-touchdown game. So.
All right, so 34-20. All right, so he's taking the over, so that's 54 points. So, okay, what you got, LL?
I'm going to say 34-13.
34-13 Lions. So he's not taking the over, but he has Detroit covering the spread way more than 6 points. So, all right. So Kurt's going to go 40-13 Detroit Lions.
Damn, Curt.
40-13 Detroit Lions. I'm taking the over, and I'm taking us to run their ass out the building. 40-13 Detroit. That's what I'm taking. You look at that. I'm looking at their injury report, looking at their IR. Yeah, we should run their ass out of 4. If it shouldn't even be close. It shouldn't even be close. That last game versus Buffalo, it was what, 35-13? I think our offense will be clicking more because that was in Chicago. So I think our offense will be come back home clicking. So I'm picking a big win for the Detroit Lions. Time for final thoughts for today's show, man. LL, what you got, my man? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, excuse me. Aunties, pay attention because LL's on the microphone right now. All right, man, go ahead and tell us what your final thoughts is for today's show, man.
Shout out to the main Jim Bordeaux, man. So that means that you can't lose this game. Lose this game. I know me cussing ain't gonna do nothing, but I found one of y'all. So don't lose this game. Have a great Thursday. Have a great rest of your week. 2023 is next week, man. Enjoy the rest of this year. You know what I'm saying? Let go of whatever you got. Let go. Don't bring it over to 2023. Enjoy the rest of the time you got, man.
Yeah.
Man, you know, rest in heavenly peace to our founder Jim Bordeaux, man. Yeah, I know he probably nudging God right now, like, look, man. I know I asked for a lot from the Lions. He like, please don't let them lose to Chicago. He's like, he be like, please don't, because you know that's Val's team. That's their little inner struggle in their house, and so you know he like, please don't let them lose, man. So we love Jim, man. But you know what? I think J-Mo gonna get 2 touchdowns this game.
Yeah,
that's my. I think J-Mo gonna get 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I think he's gonna get about 80, 90 yards receiving, 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's what's going down. 34-20 Lions. We back in there, and we're gonna talk this playoff talk when we walking into Green Bay.
Yeah, for real. For me, yeah. Shout out to Val, man. Shout out to Val and Jim's family and Maniac Tim, man. They're all gonna be at the game, man. And you know, it's going to be a treat, man. I'm excited for the game just for that. Val said yesterday she's going to have a combination to honor Jim. She's going to have some Lion stuff mixed in with some Bear stuff. So she's going to be supporting both teams. So of course, at the end of the day, she's a Bears fan. So go Lions.
Yeah.
For me, my final thoughts for today's show, man. I saw a quote on the internet yesterday. It says, next 2023 is next week, next month, and next year is all happening just that fast. So like LL say, man, you know what I'm saying, take what you can, the good, into 2023, leave what you can in 2022. You know, everything can't get solved overnight, but take all the positive stuff that you can into 2023 and leave what you can't, all that negativity, leave that what you can in 2022. So but I don't want to hear all that new year, new me. Nah, man. If you ain't doing the work, it ain't it. So you got to put the work in. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I got to keep 100, right? You got to work on it, man. If you ain't working on it, man, you're going to be the same person you was in 2022. 2023 as you was in 2022. And that may not be a bad thing, but don't just say about it. They're going to say, don't talk about it, be about it. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And if you need to get yourself some mental health checked ups and everything like that, and change the way you eat and change the way you look and change the way you feel, you got to put the work in, man. Just because the calendar changed doesn't mean it's going to change if you don't put the work in, man. So thank you guys for checking us out right here in Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. It's been great hanging out with you guys this year, man. This is our last recorded show of the year. We'll be back in the new year, baby. But we got one more show for the year. It will be tomorrow, Free for All Friday. Make sure you tune in. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some game preview, and we're going to get you ready for the game on Sunday. And don't forget, man, to watch that game 4 p.m. on Saturday for our Wolverine Lions, man. Go ahead and get that college football playoff in. I'll be rocking my Jabril Preppers blue number 5 jersey for the game, man, with that Jordan logo on it, because, you know, we got to keep it fresh. But with all that being said, man, hey, whatever you ate for lunch, if you ate tacos, if you ate hamburger, hot dog, whatever you ate, man, get that napkin, man. Wipe them crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to chilling, because you're on vacation, man, and whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.